circuit. And we are currently on board here with White Mike as he starts our first flying lap of the afternoon here in the Toro Rosso. Currently a clean lap here from White Mike as he comes up to the hairpin. He has got the Renault of, I believe that is either Big Mr. Brown or Leighton behind him. That may be, that is definitely Leighton that's behind White Mike. So you guys are very packed up here. White Mike is now coming down to 130R. We see some beautiful overtakes through here tonight. And rounding out the final chicane. Have to watch out for that bump right before the finish line, and that's going to be a 130.2 there for White Mike, followed by a 129.3 by HB. And we got Money Hustard and the Racing Point as well coming over the 29.3. Something definitely going wrong with Leighton there. It says a 39.3. Deluxe Cord now going fast. It says a 29.2 on the mediums as well. So Deluxe Cord is flying at the moment here in Suzuka. We now have TRC Platinum going fastest here in the sessions, 28.4 on the sauce. Definitely going to see a little bit of a mix-up in strategy so far tonight. In between the softs to mediums. Maybe even some softs to hard runners, depending on how it goes. In the Red Bull. Currently out here on the softs. This is first time of the afternoon. Currently have 3 drivers who have already DNF'd in the session. That is Jordan the Fraud, the coach, and Taz Zonic. Not looking like it's going to be an easy day for those drivers whatsoever. They'll all 3 presumably drop back of the grid. And up the line comes TRC running as a 129.2. Is 0.8 off the pace there from TRC. You're currently still running along here with Sprightly as we fix out some technical things. Hopefully we'll be back on YouTube in a moment. But nonetheless, we are still live here on Twitch. It looks like I'm being told everything is good. So Hopefully everything has been fixed, and we're going to see what Sprightly crossed the line with. Looks like it's being the 30s, and it was a 30.5 there for Sprightly on the mediums. Currently in 10th, and the fastest runner on the medium so far in qualifying. Nicely done there from Sprightly. Now taken on board here with the Racing Point of Money Hustler. He comes through Degna 1, Degna 2 here, and up to the hairpin. Oh, gets a little bit of the grass right there with his tires. Not the end whatsoever for your lap, but it will cost him about half a tenth. And as qualifying is setting up at the moment, that could be all that separates him from a position. Money Hustler looking very nice, keeping his lap very tidy here. Comes up to 130R. Gone purple through sector 2. See if he can carry that speed across the line, as he's really perfected this lap, and he is diving into the pits. Wonder if he may have invalidated his lap there. Very unfortunate there for Money Hustler. He looked to be on quite the flyer. But now on board here with Indian Cyclone and McLaren, we have, I believe that is his teammate of Father Corn, who is off circuit as Indian Cyclone goes P4. Let's see what's going wrong here with Father Corn. Oh, he is all in the gravel. Not looking good there for Corn whatsoever. He definitely got it all wrong there at the exit of the S's. But on board here now with Mad Marlin, who's looking to get himself in the top 10 on a set of mediums. He's currently sitting with a 130.9 at the moment. He's telling us he's gone purple through sector 2. Cody's has lied before on the time screens, but at the moment, Mad Marlin is looking very nice. See what he can cross the line at here. It's going to be the 29s. 29.8 for Mad Marlin. See if he can keep himself in the top 10, or if he's going to opt to put on some softs. I'll take it on board here with the Banana Boat Boy of Big Mr. Brown. Currently sitting in 12th. He has a 135 set currently. In the moment, we also have another, I believe that is still Father Corn, possibly going slow on track. And we now reaching the final stages here of qualifying with just a little bit over 5.5 minutes left to go. And Big Mr. Brown diving into the pits, choosing not to finish his lap there. Get on board here with George. He comes across the hairpin and the Williams. Not looking too nice here in qualifying. His teammate has already DNF'd from the session, and George is now sitting in 15th place, so definitely going to want to see if he can pick himself up in the top 10 before the end of qualifying and really help out the Williams team, who seems to be struggling at the moment here in Japan. Current top 3 drivers here at the moment is TRC Platinum, Layton, and then Deluxe Scored, all running out the top 3. Indian Cyclone, though, very closely behind there in 4th. So front 2 rows of the grid, not much separating them. And there goes George. I think 129.6 there on the softs. It's good enough for the top 10 at the moment. See if he can keep that He still has Mad Marlin, Redeemer, and Wild Square, all who set times on the mediums. I'm unsure if those guys are going to keep those times because they're outside the top 10. And it looks like White Meat has now opted to dive into the pits. Looks like Wild Square as well doing the same, not opting to finish up his lap. We have the pair of Haas's now. See if HB can propel himself up even further. He's currently sitting in 6th place. He's about 3/10 to get on top here over TRC Ronin, and just about another half a tenth there for Indian Cyclone, is currently sitting in 4th. So Haas team has really come to life here at the end of the season with the addition of Deluxe Cord and HB. These guys have been a great pairing so far. HB currently going purple to Sector 1. He comes up to the hairpin, shortly followed by his teammate Deluxe Cord, sitting right behind him. He's now coming to the hairpin as well. So Haas driver is looking to tear up a storm here at the end of qualifying. We have just 2 minutes 45 seconds left here in the session, so I'm gonna start seeing a lot of guys head out and begin their final out laps and then their flying lap to end off the session for tonight. HB, once again, he is 4/10 up through Sector 2. He's gone purple again. He may very well take pole. It is looking like he might do that. He comes across the line. Oh, not enough. That's P2. Here comes the Lux Cord right behind him. P1, his teammate nabs it from TRC Platinum. It's a 28.0, getting him by 4/10 of a second. So they have currently 1-3 there for the Haas team. We'll now take him down to TRC Platinum, see if he can do anything about this. He's even through Sector 1, has not improved. And currently 4/10 down to Deluxe Cord. I'm unsure if he's really going to be able to pick up and snap pole position there from the Haas drivers. It's going to be very tough. Oh, and Platinum goes very wide. That's going to be the end of his lap. Just trying to really push it to the limit there. And unfortunately, not enough there. Just sticking on board here with Leighton in the Renault. He's currently in 4th place. I'll now take it up to the pair of racing points. Oh, looks like Father Corn has retired. Marlin up nearly a second there. He really steal himself maybe the front row of the grid or the second. See what Marlin can do here. He's got his teammate as well, Money Hustler, coming up very quickly. Marlin's going to go P5, the 28.7. Now followed up here by his teammate, Money Hustler. See where Money Hustler can put himself here on the grid. And it's only going to be P8 of the 29.0 there for Mad Marlin. Ronin just now starting his lap. His teammate LDR Redeemer as well. Now take it back up here to Leighton. Oh, and that is P1, that's a 27.9. He snabs it from Deluxe Cord at the very end of the session. White Meat taking P8 there. And then Indian Cyclone rounding out P3. He's on board here with George. George looking to put himself up in the top 10. Not quite sure he's going to compete there for the top 3 places. Those may be settled unless TRC Ronan has anything to say about it. He's currently sitting in 7th and on a lap still as well. And here comes George across the line. Can he pull himself up in the top 10? No, he cannot. He's going to dive into the pits. Call it a day. So now on board here with Ronan. He's going to end up not improving at all on his time. Very unfortunate there for Ronan. I believe his teammate LDR Dreamer, yes, is diving into the pits. So that is going to be the end of qualifying here at Suzuka, and it was quite a dash to the finish there at the end. Layton barely edging out Deluxe Cord by just a 1/10 of a second, setting a 27.9. The only driver to set a lap in the 27s tonight, Deluxe Cord there with a 28.0, and then Indian Cyclone, a 28.3. Shortly followed up by TRC Platinum with a 28.4. So these guys are really going to have quite the battle tonight here at Suzuka as we now just wait for the session to end. Unfortunately, it is not bringing some of the guys in, so might have to wait for this clock to tick all the way down to 0. Oh, no, we will not. There we go. Thank you, Cody's. That is the end of qualifying. We're on board with the pole position sitter of Layton. Hats off to him. Doing that banana boat team very good. As we look, our entire top 10 all starting on the soft. The only driver that tried to make it on the mediums was LDR Redeemer. I believe he invalidated his last lap, and that's why he's going to be starting outside the top 10 tonight. But the top 4 separated by less than half a second. Looks like this might be a battle between Layton Deluxe Cord and quite possibly Indian Cyclone. Can never count out TRC Platinum as well. So, but a lot of our grid really separated. We haven't really seen that too often this season, but Suzuka is a challenging circuit for a lot of guys, and that might be why we see a bit of a difference in time. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to see what this race has to offer. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. I'll be right back for the start of the formation lap. I am PPR Nick. And here we are for the beginning of the formation lap, as all of our guys look to warm up their tires. We go over the top 10 drivers here in the standings at the moment. It is quite the battle. So after the Russian Grand Prix last weekend, Indian Cyclone takes the lead in the championship by 1 point over TRC Platinum, who's sitting in second. Platinum barely edging out Money Hustler, who's in third by 3 points. Indian Cyclone has 186, Platinum 185, and Money Hustler 182. Shortly followed up by them is Ronan in fourth with 174 points. So he's only 12 back from our points leader, that is Indian Cyclone. And then we have Marlon Conga maybe a dark horse candidate here in the championship with 160 points and just a race victory away from Indian Cyclone. So we have really anyone in our top 5 still up for the championship. And Indian Cyclone, after stringing together a pair of victories after never having a race win at PPR, going back to back, has just promoted himself all the way on the top. And we'll see what TRC Platinum and Money Hustler have to say about that tonight. Money Hustler not in the ideal starting position. They sits back there in 9th, but Indian Cyclone and TRC Platinum side by side. See if we get any little bit of some argy-bargy from these guys tonight. They're pretty clean drivers. I wouldn't expect it, but I'm going to expect some very close racing between them and Ronan as well. Ronan there sitting in 7th, Marlon in 6th. Those guys are going to have to pick up some places tonight if they want to cut down their gap in the championship. But very excited to see how this goes tonight as all of our drivers now line up to their grid boxes. And we will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights out, and away we go very shortly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here for Xbox Division 2 at Japan. Deluxe Cord getting a great start. Oh, got some end plates flying off in the distance. Most people keeping it very clean here through the back as we come up towards the S's. Not too much going on. Very surprising. You'll see the whole grid coming up here through the end of the S's. That is the Williams of George making a move now on Mad Marlin as he promotes himself up. We got a yellow. I believe that is the coach. Yes, the coach has gone off. And so is the Williams of George the Fraud as we're now under a VSC for both of those guys. Looks like we also have the Red Bull of LDR Redeemer. Yes, that is Redeemer. No wing damage, however, so looking like he's fine. The coach, however, definitely going to need to come to the pits. So is George the Fraud. So those guys' days have not started out very well at all. But other than that, very clean start. There's a few guys not able to keep their cars in the limits of the S's there and going wide, and really not the greatest start for those guys, but we are back. VSC is over. We got TRC Platinum now right on the gearbox with Indian Cyclone. HB as well, coming to 130 yards, is going to make a move. He looks at it, but not yet. You guys are very close to one another. Platinum getting a great exit here on Cyclone. Layton's already broken out a 1.5 second gap. We come up to turn 1. No moves being had. As the coach has picked up a 5-second time play. Oh, and something's gone very wrong now with White Meat. See if we can pick him up here. No, unfortunately we cannot. Looks like he just bent it out of turn 1. Now takes us back up to the fight that we want to see, and that's up here. The top 6 positions at the moment. Deluxe Cord slowly breaking into Layton's gap that he strung out there on the first lap and under the VSC. Platinum falling a little bit back now. Cyclone. TRC Ronan has overtaken HB for 5th. Ronan really trying to make some strides early on here in the race. As we should have DRS this lap. See how our fight for 10th place is going between White Mike and Weiser Square. Ooh, looks like Weiser's going to get the move done on his teammate. Going to go around the outside. Cut it back in. And that's going to be a point there for the Toro Rosso driver. We now have HB throwing down the inside of Ronan. Oh, making a little bit of contact, and he can't save it. Oh, and he's going to come back on track. Got to watch out for George. Oh, and George now has to be careful not to do the same that HB just did and come back on track. HB looks like he's going to get back on safely, but he's dropping he's going to get back on safely, but he's going to drop a lot of positions. And that is definitely going to be something that stewards are going to look at later after the race, and not a good look there for HB. I don't think he saw George coming on right behind him, and unfortunately it's taken out the Williams driver. Luckily neither one of them DNF, so they still have a chance here in the race, but they are definitely going to need a miracle to capture some points. As the battle for third still lives on. Got the pair of TRC boys trying to hunt down Indian Cyclone at the moment. Ronan sitting 8/10 back, and TRC Platinum still within half a second and gaining. As HB is actually still making moves. He's made more contact. He somehow still has the entirety of his front wing. And he's now gotten up on Magic. He's now trying to get a move done here on Father Corn. So he's already picked himself back up into 6th place after making contact there with Ronan and then inadvertently taking out George. Somehow he has no damage to that car, and he is still going strong, albeit he is now nearly 8 seconds back from the man he was battling with, and that is TRC Ronan. Oh, and that is not looking good there for Platinum. Platinum's got to cut out these mistakes if he wants to get a round Indian Cyclone. Just little touches on the gravel here and there, and you can already see it. He was up to 3/10 behind Cyclone. That's now gone back around 5.5 to 6, but should be able to pick up a lot of pace here and abusing all of that slipstream. Staying on board here with Tazonic in 10th place. He is right behind the McLaren of Father Corn. 7th through 10th now, all on the medium stripe tires. See how that plays out for these guys coming into this first stint. Platinum now looks like he's going to get around. Cyclone's going to dive on the inside. Got to keep it very close there. Very safe not to make any contact, but he's now right on the back of Indian Cyclone and looking to make a move. We climb up the S's. As these guys start to battle, this is definitely going to bring Ronan back into the picture, as he is still within a second of these guys. Oh, we see Platinum make the same mistake out of Degna too. Just getting a little bit too wide and catching the gravel there. Platinum still on the back of Cyclone here. Hasn't been able to make a move, but has definitely been applying the pressure, waiting for McLaren to make a mistake. And talk about mistakes, there goes Platinum again, just running too wide, getting on the gravel and losing some time. We'll take it on back here to Tazonic, who's still on the back of Father Corn. It's the battle for 9th place at the moment. Both guys on a set of medium tires. As Tazonic lifts just a little bit before 130R. Going to go side by side. Father Corn braking later than Taz. Taz trying to get him back around here. Oh, and just runs himself off a little bit too wide. He's going to have DRS. Looks like he's going to get it done here now as he comes down the inside. That's P9 for Taz. Father Corn trying to come back. on the inside. Can he get it done through turn 2? Now this quick left-hander is 3. Father Corner's going to have to slot himself back in. Very hard to overtake. We see White Mike getting around Money Hustler. Not been Money Hustler's day, as he might come out of this race with no points if it were to end just like it is at the moment. White Mike is still trying to pick himself back up in some points paying positions, but at the moment still sitting in 11th. Take it back up top here to TRC Platinum. Now picked up a 3-second time penalty. Could play crucial at the end of the race. I believe Indian Cyclone, his challenger at the moment, has had 2 straight races with 0 time penalties. A feat in itself. Layton now setting once again the fast lap of the race. Haven't really been on board with him or Deluxe Score too much today, but he is definitely setting the track ablaze. Here comes TRC Platinum now. Looks like it's going to be very easy for him to get that move done. Yes, it is. Not much Indian Cyclone could have done. And Platinum already running out with it here. Wonder if Cyclone's starting to feel some of that tire wear come into play at the moment. Would not doubt it at all. We'll take it back down here. The battle for P10. This is Father Corn currently in 11th. Money Hustler's picked himself up from where we had just seen him. That was in 12th. Oh, and we have a safety car is out. Sprightly has retired from the race. What has gone? Oh, and there is Sprightly just bending it off the edge there at 130R. I'm not sure what went wrong there with Sprightly, but we are now under safety car conditions, and it's going to group the field back together and see whether or not our soft runners come in. And I kind of don't doubt that they are, but it's going to be whether or not they decide to put on the mediums or the hards go to the end. It's a risky call here at the moment. If I'm them, I'm probably going with the mediums. But we'll see. On board here with Layton, he's going to be the first one of our drivers able to hop into the pits here. And he's going to come in, see what he ends up putting on here. Deluxe Cord stays out. That could play crucial. I don't know if that was the right decision there from Deluxe. We're only getting a drive-through. See what Layton's putting on. Layton is going with the mediums. On board with Platinum. He's currently in 3rd. Platinum opting for the hards and serving his time penalty as well. So he's going to get edged back a little bit. Cyclone as well coming out on the medium. So Layton looking to be one of few guys opting for the mediums at the moment. We'll keep it on board with him. Deluxe Scored still in 1st, but only by 15 seconds. See how this plays out. And maybe he has the opportunity to jump Layton under the pits, but unsure. It's going to be very hard to do. But we see a lot of our grid further back. Platinum's now all the way down 11th after serving that penalty in the pits. That's really going to hurt him. All on the hards. And as we can see as well, got a lot of guys yet to pit that are on the mediums. You see that right there. Deluxe Scored, and then Pfizer Square all the way down to Big Mr. Brown, and as well as LEL Redeemer have all yet to stop. All those guys besides Deluxe Scored are running on the mediums or the hards at the moment. So see how this plays into advantage for Deluxe Scored, but he's now stuck behind the safety car, and he's definitely going to get caught up now and lose at least a few positions. You see Layton there on the back. Pfizer Square currently sitting in 3rd. Will be 2nd after Deluxe Scored comes in the pits. I don't doubt that Deluxe Scored is going to bring that Haas in now. Might be regretting the fact that he stayed out. Was probably just trying to get an advantage on Layton there, as Layton just had a little bit more pace than Deluxe tonight. Let's see where Deluxe falls back. Oh man, this is going to really hurt him. He throws on the mediums, and he's going to fall back at least to 8th here. Might get taken over by both the Red Bulls. Yes, he is. TRC Platinum as well. Looks like he's going to beat out Deluxe. Yes, he is. So Deluxe now has fallen all the way back into 11th place and in front of his teammate HB. So in terms of the top 5 in the championship right now, not looking too good for really anybody. Tazonic though in 4th. I mean, he's sitting in 6th place in the championship right now. A little bit ways back. I believe he's about 36 points behind. But he's sitting in P4. He could really cut him a chance in this championship. Any Cyclone, our current points leader, sitting in 7th. We got TRC Platinum there in 10th, and then Money Huskers in 3rd and 13th, and then Mad Marlin, who was in 5th, currently in 14th. So not looking good for those guys, as we are currently on lap 9 and under safety car at the moment. And with 2 DNFs on the night, Sprightly and White Meat, we've seen a lot of guys really struggling to push the limits here at Suzuka, as it is a very tough track, especially those S's, where I believe we saw White Meat go off right from turn 2, and then Sprightly going off at 130R. Still unsure how he did that, but nonetheless, very unfortunate that we have those 2 guys out, but still 18 drivers remain. I believe we're going to have safety car out for 1 more lap, so I'm going to take a brief little water break here in the booth, and I'll be right back with you guys. It looks like we have 1 trailer at the moment. That is the coach all the way back here. He's just now getting across the finish line, so hopefully he can make it up to the rest of the grid before the safety car comes in. I believe he should be able to. Also, don't forget, Xbox Division 1 will begin right after this race at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. It has been an interesting season so far in Division 1. B-Dunk on top of the championship. For those guys, he is at the moment just 9 points ahead of Saxman. Saxman has had a fantastic season. He's really shown his improvement in pace so far. And then we have the likes of Ginger Horizon, who is still somewhere within the fight, but very far off with only 148 points there. But be sure to check out those guys. Also check us out on Instagram and Twitter at PPR_esports. And also check out our website. It is the same as well without the underscore, so just www.ppresports.com. You can check out all of our standings, see all of the members of our team, join a league as well if you're interested, and really see what all PPR is about, as we are now about to begin here. Leighton taking off here. Weiser Square shortly followed up behind, but Leighton has just shot off like a rocket. He's already second ahead. Undoubtedly, he might be able to keep that position until the end of the race if we bar any safety cars and any crazy time penalties. Tazonic here sitting in 4th. One of the guys yet to pit. Seeing if maybe extend a gap and really pick up some decent points, as he didn't have the greatest of qualifying sessions, but finds himself right now in 4th. Here we go, down to TRC Ronan, who's right on the gearbox here of Indian Cyclone. Looks like Indian Cyclone has really been the featured driver at the moment tonight. We have seen him quite a few times. Oh, and there goes LDR Redeemer sliding it down the inside of the hairpin. Not a smart move at all. Looks like that's going to give Ronan, though, a chance to get around Indian Cyclone. They're going side by side. Ronan putting it down on the inside. Looks like he's going to get done. Oh, so is TRC Platinum. Platinum as well. Looks like he's going to be in a drag race. They come up to 130R. Looks like Cyclone's beating him out by just a hair. He's going to remain there in 8th. Cyclone now coming up. Oh, and Platinum nearly touching any Cyclone there. The Haas's making contact. HB and Deluxe Core. Deluxe Core's going to fall all the way back now. Making contact with his teammate. Not a good look there for Haas. Any Cyclone now on the back of TRC Platinum, coming up to the run up to turn 1. Oh, and he has to back out of the move, cannot get it done, so he's still going to stay there in 9th place. Unfortunately for Deluxe, he has gone from running in 2nd most of the race now all the way back to 17th after making contact with his teammate. HB is definitely not going to be a liked driver by the end of this race tonight, I can say that. Now taking on board here with Ronan. He's on the back of Big Mr. Brown. Redeemer picking up a 3-second time penalty. Big Mr. Brown going wide here. Ronan coming down. See if he can get the short end of the hairpin, make it work. He's got a great run now on Big Mr. Brown. Big Mr. Brown giving the space. Not much he can do on those older medium tires, and Ronan now up in the 6th position. Oh, Big Mr. Brown's gonna watch out. He's got Platinum right behind him as well. Platinum doing very, very nicely not to get on the gravel right there. Big Mr. Brown now falling back into 8th place. Look down here to Tazonic at the moment. He's right on the gearbox now of PV9 Magic. Looks like he can fall too short here, but here is the driver that we have been questioning tonight. That is HB, and he's right now on the back of Big Mr. Brown. But it doesn't look like he's have enough of a run here to make a move at turn 1, so he's still going to remain P10. Taking on back up here to Tazonic. The battle for P3. Still about half a second back from PV9 Magic. PV9 Magic really leading the Ferrari team this afternoon after Sprightly's retirement. Looks like we have another yellow, maybe for the likes of LDR Redeemer, who is really struggling tonight. We've seen a few of our drivers do. We'll take this to the midfield battle now. Ronan trying to get an overtake done here on the McLaren of Father Corn. Father Corn not defending whatsoever. Ronan gonna get the move done. Father Corn goes out a little wide. Looks like that's it for him. Going back on board here with HB. Looks like he's got a move done finally on Big Mr. Brown. Very nicely done there for him. Tazonic getting around PV9 Magic. Got moves everywhere on circuit at the moment. Tazonic looks like that DRS was just enough for him. Gonna move done before turn 1. He's finally found himself up in the P3. PV9 Magic's definitely gonna look to get back at him. Father Corn starting to slip away now from TRC Ronan. And Father Corn might fall in the hands of our other TRC driver, and that is TRC Platinum. Oh, Father Corn getting all on the grass there as we come up to Degna 1. Might make a dive here at the hairpin. Father Corn defend down the inside forcing Platinum to go the long way around, and that was enough to maintain 6th. We have a yellow now. Looks like that's the coach has gone off. At the end of the S's there. Oh, Father Corn may have just cut off Platinum. Very decisive move there from the McLaren driver. TRC Platinum is definitely not going to be happy with that, especially now that's bringing in the other McLaren. That is Indian Cyclone. Might have a little bit of some team orders going on right here as Father Corn tries his hardest to keep TRC Platinum within the grips of his teammate Indian Cyclone. He knows Cyclone is only up 1 point in the championship at the moment over Platinum, so he's going to do all he can to cover off Platinum as here comes Cyclone, but looks like Platinum's going to get it done now. Yes, he is. He gets the move done. See if Father Corn doesn't just let Cyclone go by. Yes, he is. So those guys definitely talking to each other and understanding the situation currently in the race. We're now more than halfway through. Cyclone, however, still about 8/10 back of Platinum. Take it back up shortly. Oh, and I say that, it looks like we have big Mr. Brown is off. He tries to rejoin circuit and just throws it in the wall. That is unfortunate there for big Mr. Brown. As he was having a decent race so far tonight and just one off, you can really see how that changes your entire race. PPR Magic picking up another 3-second time penalty. He's had a slew of time penalties so far tonight. That's definitely going to affect him come the end of the race. Now on board here with Money Hussard as the Lux Core looks to force himself up through the rest of the field now. Layton setting another fast lap of the race. That's a 131.3 there for him. On board here with HB. Looks like he's going to try to make a run here at Father Corn. Father Corn still staying. Oh, and Deluxe Core's got a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Not looking good there for the Haas driver. It is, though, for his teammate who's getting a move done here on Father Corn, but Father Corn trying to get back. Turn 2, nothing doing there. That is all she wrote for that. Take it back on down to the other Haas of Deluxe Cord with his own remake of that Danny Rick helmet. Gotta love it. Trying to fight for at least a point here in the race. Got George the Fraud, the Williams right in front of him. Oh, and George not getting the best exit out of there. This might set up Deluxe Cord from quite possibly a move at the hairpin. He can gain just a little bit more ground here on the Williams driver. Speaking of Williams, there goes George. 1997 with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, and speaking of the hairpin, there goes Deluxe Cord. You could almost see it happen before it did. He knew Deluxe was going to make a move. He's trying to pick up as many positions as possible at the moment. And speaking of positions, it looks like Father Corn has now gotten back at HB here. But HB is going to have another run here at Father Corn. And those mediums are really going to start fading away. Oh, and Father Corn back on the inside of HB. Very clean, very smooth. Father Corn still in 8th, and he's going to stay out one more lap. You have the likes of PPR Magic now hopping into the pits for his first stop of the day. HB now getting back here at Father Corn. Not much that Corn can do. DRS is too strong, and HB is going to find himself in 7th position. PPR Magic, after having battle there, Tazonic for P3 is going to find himself all the way back now in 14th, but on fresh softs. See how that plays out for him here later on in the race. Oh no, and Father Corn, right as we go away from him, makes a mistake. Those tires definitely not doing him any justice, and he's got wing damage, and now he's gonna have to nurse his car back into the pits. He's gonna have a lot of drivers overtaking him. This is not good for Father Corn. Might be kicking himself, thinking he probably should have pitted that last stop, as those tires, as we can see now, are completely shot. He's going to stay out the way here of Father Corn, or out the way of Jordan the Fraud, excuse me. Father Corn is all over the track. We also have a Red Bull off. That's LDR Redeemer. Let's see if we can pick him up here from Big Mr. Brown, who are now under VSC conditions. And yep, there is LDR Redeemer off at turn 3 and 4 there, right in the middle of it. This is really helping out the guys who've yet to pit in the race. We'll take a look at that moment. This is going to be very close between Weiser and Tazonic, as ERS is back enabled, and it looks like these guys are going to get overtaken by Jordan the Fraud and Money Hustard. But nonetheless, that safety car, or that virtual safety car, definitely helped these guys out, as you can already see how much they're gaining now on those fresh softs, the fastest tire option, and they're brand new. Looks like Wiser Square might look for a move here. Money Hustler cuts him off. Deck 1 and 2. Wiser really going to want to start making some moves. He wants to pick up positions here on track. It doesn't have a lot of time left here in the race. He's also got the likes of Tazonic and PB9 Magic right behind him. All these guys are on fresh softs and will be very pacey here. The final 8 laps of the race. The coach picked up a 3-second time penalty. Definitely has not been his day whatsoever. It looks like he's gone off. Yes, he has. He's going to drop back to 15th, possibly 16th now. Money Hustard unable to get a move here on Jordan the Fraud, but this is going to be a slipstream fest coming out down into turn 1. Jordan the Fraud is really defenseless here. He's going to sit his car in the middle of the track. It's about all he can do. But there goes that man, Money Hustard, getting the move done on Jordan the Fraud. Jordan the Fraud still very close with Money, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done there. And his tires are much older, but this battle is really leaving out our guys who just came out the pits. Oh no, there's contact between Money Hustard, Wiser Square now getting caught up in that. Wiser Square reset the track. That's definitely have to look at that. Oh, and PB9 Magic's now off. Money Hustard's off. You can really see how much just one small touch is going to affect the whole pack that was bunched up there. And can't really put anyone to blame. Just small contact, lost the rear, and that was it. This is guys like White Mike now in the 9th place. Wiser definitely having wing damage. We're under our 3rd VSC of the evening. Wiser Square might be able to go till the end like this. Gonna have to wait and see. Leighton now coming into the pits. Under VSC. Ronan might be able to challenge him. Maybe. Guess he's not gonna be in first, but Leighton probably looking for the Triple Crown tonight. That is pole position, fastest lap, and race win. He's 4.5 seconds back here from Ronan, and he has TRC Platinum right behind him, but I don't think Platinum really has a chance on those much older hards. And Leighton on fresh softs, not going to be much of a challenge here. See if Ronan has any chance of holding him off. And we're back on board here with HB. The pair of And we're back on board here with HB. The pair of Haas drivers have had